Okay, this is question number 3 from exercise 15.1. Okay, the length and breadth of a rectangular field of Birati-Mazati Sangha are in the ratio 4:3. The path of 336 meters is covered by walking once around the field. Let us start by calculating the area of the field. So this is the question. Let's do this question. Okay, so we have a rectangular field whose length and breadth are unknown to us, not given to us. Okay, length and breadth of this rectangular field is not given to us, but length is to breadth, ratio of length and breadth is given to us, that is 4:3, isn't it? The ratio of length and breadth is 4:3. Length is to breadth is 4:3. The path of 336 meters is covered by walking once around the field. This means if a person starts from this position, okay, and walks along the edges of this field, okay, and comes back to the same position, then a distance of 336 meters is covered. 336 meter distance is covered. This means starting from this position, if a man walks along the edges of this field and comes to this point, plus again he comes to this point, and again he comes to this point, and then he comes to this point. At this time he covers 336 meters. This means this is perimeter, isn't it? Perimeter. Perimeter is sum of all sides. This side plus this side plus this side plus this side. Sum of all sides means perimeter. Perimeter is 336 meters. This is given to us, isn't it? Now we are asked to find the area of this field. So what we do? First we find the length and breadth of this field, and after that we will find the area. Okay. Let the length and breadth of the field be 4x and 3x respectively. Okay, so I am assuming length be 4x and breadth be 3x. Okay, because 4 is the ratio for length and 3 is the ratio for breadth. So length is 4x and breadth is 3x. Length be 4x and breadth be 3x. Okay, now since perimeter is given to us, perimeter equal to 336 meters, isn't it? So perimeter means, what is the formula for perimeter? 2 into length plus breadth. This is the formula for perimeter, isn't it? So perimeter means, instead of perimeter I am writing the formula. Okay, 2 into length plus breadth. Length plus breadth. 2 into length plus breadth will give us perimeter, and perimeter is 336 meters, isn't it? So instead of length we have length is 4x. So instead of L I am writing 4x. Okay, 4x. 4x. And instead of breadth I am writing 3x, because our breadth is 3x, isn't it? Or 4x plus 3x, 7x. 7x into 2 is 14x, equal to 336. Or x equal to 336 divided by this 14 goes to the denominator. Okay, 7 2s are 14, 7 4s are 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 5, isn't it? So this becomes 56, 7 8s are 56, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. So we have x equal to 24, isn't it? We got the value of x. So we can now write the value of perimeter, length and breadth. Okay, okay, I'm erasing this. Therefore length equal to 4x. We have length is 4x, isn't it? 4x. So this means 4 into the value of x. Value of x is 24. Instead of x I am writing 24. 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 8, plus 1 is 9, 96 meters. So we got length 96 meters. Now similarly we will write breadth also. Breadth equal to 3x. 3 into the value of x is 24. 24, 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6, plus 1 is 7, 72 meter. Length of the rectangular field is 96 meter and breadth of the rectangular field is 72 meter, isn't it? So we can easily find the area. We are asked to find the area, okay? Let us write by calculating the area of the field. Therefore, area of the field equal to, what is the formula for area of rectangle? Length into breadth, isn't it? Length into breadth. When we multiply length and breadth, we get area. So what is length? Length is 96 meter into what is breadth? 72 meter. So let's multiply 96 and 72. 96, 72. 2 6 are 12, 2 9s are 18, 19. 7 6 are 42, 7 9s are 63, 63 plus 4 is 67. 2, 9 plus 2 is 11, 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 6, 6 9 1 2. 6 9 1 2, 6912. So meter into meter becomes meter square. Meter into meter is meter square. This meter square we can write square meter, okay? Square meter. So unit for area is square meter or meter square. 6912 square meter. We were asked to find the area of this rectangular field. Area of the rectangular field is 6912 square meter, okay? Okay, now let's do question number 4. The cost of farming a square land of summer at the rate of rupees 3.50 per square meter is rupees 1400. Let us calculate how much cost will be for fencing around its 4 sides with the same height of summer's land at the rate of rupees 8.50 per square meter. Okay, so let's understand this question. We have a square shaped land here. Square shaped means all sides must be equal, okay? And the rate of farming this square shaped land is 3.50 per square meter. Rate of farming is 3.50 per square meter. This is given to us. And the total cost of farming the whole land is, total cost is given rupees 1400, isn't it? Total cost of farming this whole land is rupees 1400. This is given to us. We can find the area of this field by, area is given by total cost of farming divided by rate of farming, okay? Rate of farming. When we divide total cost of farming by the rate of farming, we get the area of this land. After that, what we do is we find the side of this square shaped land. When we find the side of this square shaped land, we can find the perimeter of this square shaped land, isn't it? Now we are asked to find the cost of fencing this square shaped land at the rate of 8.50 per square meter. So when we know the perimeter of this square shaped land, we can simply multiply with the rate and we can find the total cost of fencing this square shaped land, isn't it? So let's do this question. Since total cost of farming equal to rupees 1400, this is given, and rate of farming equal to rupees 3.50 per square meter, okay? Therefore, area of the field, area of the square shaped field equal to, area is given by total cost divided by the rate, isn't it? Total cost is 1400 divided by rate is 3.50, 3.5. So we don't write 0 after decimal because 0 has no value after decimal, isn't it? So if we eliminate this decimal point, then we can introduce a 0 in the numerator, isn't it? So we eliminated decimal from the denominator and introduced 1 0 in the numerator. Okay, 7 5s are 35, 7 2s are 14, 1 2 3 zeros we write here. Okay, 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20, 5 4s are 20, so these 2 zeros we write here. That means area of the square shaped field is 400 square meter, isn't it? So formula for area is side square, isn't it? Formula for area of a square shaped field is side square. Side square means formula for area of a square. So side square is 400 square meter. This is the area of a square shaped field, isn't it? So side is, we take this square to the right hand side, becomes root under 400. So square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of double 0 is single 0. So side is 20 meter. When the area of square shaped field is 400 square meter, side of that square shaped field is 20 meter. Okay. So we know the side, means we can find the perimeter of this field easily, isn't it? Because this is a square. So perimeter for a square is, therefore perimeter of the square shaped field, equal to 4 into side, because all sides are equal. This side, this side, this side and this side are equal. If we know one side, then we simply multiply with 4. So the total sum of all sides, okay, we can get the value of sum of all sides. So 4 into side. So what is side? Side is 20. Instead of side, I am writing 20 here. Okay, 20. 4 into 20 is 4 2 is 8. This 0 we write here. 80 meters. Sum of all sides. This is 20, 20, 20, 20. When we add all sides, we get 80 meters. Okay, perimeter of this square shaped field is 80 meters. We are asked to find the total cost of fencing this square shaped field, isn't it? So I am erasing this. Okay, we know that rate of fencing is 8.50 per square meter. Since rate of fencing equal to rupees 8.50 per square meter, isn't it? Per meter, not square meter, per meter. This is not area, this is perimeter. Okay, rate of fencing is rupees 8.50 per meter. So total cost of fencing equal to length of the field, that is 80 meter. We need to fence 80 meters, isn't it? To fence around the field means 80 meters, because perimeter is 80 meters. So into rate, what is rate? Rate is 8.5. We forget the decimal after, we forget 0 after decimal point, okay, because 0 has no value. So 8 5s are 40, 8 8s are 64, 64 plus 4 is 68. This 0 we write here, this 0 we write here. Now we have a decimal point before one digit, so we put the decimal point here. This means 680.0 means rupees 680. Okay, because 0 has no value after decimal, so I am writing 680. Total cost of fencing the square shaped land is rupees 680. Okay, now let's do question number 5. The area of rectangular land of Suhas is 500 square meter. If the length of land is decreased by 3 meter and breadth is increased by 2 meter, then the land becomes square shaped. Let us write by calculating the length and breadth of the land of Suhas. So let's understand this question. We have a rectangular shaped land. Okay, area of this land is 500 square meter. Area equal to 500 square meter. This is given to us. Next condition is, if the length is decreased by 3 meters and the breadth is increased by 2 meters. Okay, this breadth is increased by 2 meters, this length is decreased by 3 meters. This becomes a square. if the length is decreased by 3 meters, okay, and breadth is increased by 2 meters, this land becomes a square shaped land. Okay, now we are asked to find the length and breadth of this rectangular field. Okay, so let us do this question. Since area of the field of the rectangular field equal to 500 square meter. Area of the rectangular field is 500 square meter. This is given to us. So what is the formula for area of rectangle? Length into breadth, isn't it? So length into breadth is 500 square meter. We don't know the value of length and breadth, so I am writing L for length and B for breadth. Okay, length into breadth is 500 square meter. This is equation 1. Now, according to the second condition, when length is decreased by 3 meters and breadth is increased by 2 meters, this land becomes square shaped, isn't it? So, second condition, when length is L, isn't it? For length I am writing L. When length is decreased by 3 meters, means we subtract 3 from length. Length is decreased by 3 meters. And breadth is increased by 2 meters. Okay, B plus 2. Breadth is increased by 2 meters. Length is decreased by 3 meters. Now this becomes a square. Square means all sides become equal. This length is L minus 3 now, because length is decreased by 3 meters, and this breadth is increased by 2 meters. This breadth is now B plus 2, isn't it? So this is the new side of a square. Square means all sides must be equal. So this side and this side must be equal to each other. So L minus 3 and B plus 2 must be equal, because this becomes the side of the square. Side of squares are equal to each other, isn't it? So L minus 3 is equal to B plus 2. Or L equal to, we have B here, B plus 2 minus 3, we transpose to the right hand side, becomes plus 3. Or L equal to B plus 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, this is equation 2. Now putting the value of L, that is B plus 5, in equation 1, what do we get? So let's write that. Putting the value of L in equation 1. Okay, in equation 1 we have L into B is 500, isn't it? Let me continue here. L into B is 500. This is equation 1. So the value of L is B plus 5. L is B plus 5. We got in equation 2. L equal to B plus 5. So instead of this L, I am writing B plus 5 into this B equal to 500. This L is B plus 5. Okay, L is B plus 5. This B we have here equal to 500. B into B is B square plus B into 5 is 5B. We bring this 500 to the left hand side, minus 500 equal to 0. Now we apply middle term factorization here. Okay, so 500 into 1 is 500. 5 1s are 5, double 0. 5 2s are 10, this 0 here. So 5 5s are 25, minus 20 will give us this 5, isn't it? So B square plus, instead of this 5 I am writing 25 minus 20. 25 minus 20 is this 5. So B I am writing here minus 500 equal to 0. Or B square plus B into 25 is 25B, plus into minus is minus, B into 20 is 20B minus 500 equal to 0. Or we have B common from in this two terms, so we take B common. B into B is B square plus B into 25 is 25B minus, we take 20 common here. 20 into B is 20B, minus into plus is minus. 20 into 25 20 into 25 is 500. 20 into 25 is 500, okay, equal to 0. Or, so we have b plus 25 common, we write b plus 25, and within the bracket we have b minus 20. B minus 20 equal to 0, isn't it? So we have b plus 25 into b minus 20 equal to 0. This means when we multiply these two terms, we get 0. This means either this must be equal to 0 or this must be equal to 0. One of these two terms must be equal to 0. So we get the product as 0, isn't it? So let me erase this. Now we have either b plus 25 equal to 0 or b minus 20 equal to 0. B minus 20 equal to 0. If this is 0, then b, the value of b we get here is plus 25, we take to the right hand side, it becomes minus 25. Or if this is equal to 0, then b equal to minus 20, we take to the right hand side, becomes plus 20. So we got two values for b, minus 25 and plus 20. So which one should we take here? Is positive value, okay, because breadth cannot be negative. B is breadth, isn't it? So breadth cannot be negative, so we take the positive value, okay. Since breadth cannot be negative, therefore b is taken as 20, okay. So we got the breadth of this rectangular field 20 meter. So now we will find the length, okay. From equation 2 we have, L equal to b plus 5, isn't it? L equal to b plus 5. From this equation we are going to find the value of length, okay. Or L equal to, what is b? B is 20. So we write 20 here plus 5. Or L equal to 20 plus 5 is 25 meters. So we were asked to find the length and breadth of this rectangular field. Length is 25 meter and breadth is 20 meter. Okay, now let's do question number 6. Each side of a square land of a village is 300 meter. We shall fence that square land by 3 decimeter wide wall with same height around its 4 sides. Let us see that how much will it cost for the wall at the rate of rupees 5,000 per 100 square meter. Okay, so let's understand this question first. We have a square shaped land here. Square shaped means all sides are equal to each other, okay, and each side of this square shaped land is 300 meter. This is given to us, 300 meter, okay. This is also 300, 300, 300. Now, according to question, we are to fence this square shaped land from all sides, okay, and the width of this wall must be 3 decimeter. Width of the wall is 3 decimeter. This is given to us. 3 decimeter, 3 decimeter, 3 decimeter. Width of the wall is 3 decimeter. So the question is, if the cost of fencing per 100 square meter is rupees 5,000. The cost of fencing per 100 square meter is 5,000. Then what will be the cost of fencing the whole field having width 3 decimeter? Okay, I hope you got this. Now first what we do is we find the area of the land on which this wall is built. Okay, after finding the area of the land, what we do? We multiply with the rate. So we get the total amount to fence, isn't it? Okay, let's find the area. So what we do is we join this and this, this and this. We join. After that, we find the area of this small rectangular field here. Rectangular shaped land, isn't it? This small rectangle, we find the area of this, and the same rectangle is here also. So when we find the area of this rectangle, simply we multiply by 2. So we get the total area of these two rectangles. After that, we find the area of this small rectangle, isn't it? This small rectangle, and when we multiply by 2, we get the total area of these two rectangles. Okay, after that, when we add all the areas of the rectangles, we get the land on which the wall was built, isn't it? So first let us find the area of the field. Okay, area of the field on which the wall is built equal to, so first we find the area of this rectangle. So what is the length from here to here? Length is 300. From this point to this point is 300, because this is a square shape land, all sides must be 300. So 300, length is 300, into breadth. So breadth is the width of the wall, that is 3 decimeter, isn't it? Breadth is 3 decimeter. So 300 is meter and 3 is decimeter. So what we do, we convert this decimeter to meter. Okay, so when we divide decimeter by 10, we get meter. Okay, 3 decimeter, when we divide by 10, we get meter, because 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. So 300 into length is 300 and width of this wall is 3 decimeter. So length into breadth, 3 decimeter means 3 by 10 meter. So length into breadth, when we multiply length into breadth, we get the area of this small rectangular field, isn't it? So same rectangular shaped field is here also. So when we multiply by 2, we get the total area of these two rectangles. So this into 2, isn't it? Plus we will also find the area of this rectangular field. Okay, so length is total length was 300. From this point to this point is 300. Now we have already calculated till here, means we subtract 3 decimeter here and we subtract 3 decimeter here. So total length is 300 minus 6 decimeter. 300 minus 6 decimeter. 3 decimeter from here we subtract and 3 decimeter from here we subtract. Okay, so 300 minus 6 decimeter is the total length of this rectangle, and breadth is 3 decimeter, isn't it? Breadth is 3 decimeter, thickness is 3 decimeter. So 300 minus 6, this is length, 300 minus 6 is decimeter, so we divide by 10, this becomes meter. 300 by 6 upon 10 meter, this is length into what is breadth? Breadth is 3 decimeter, so 3 by 10. 3 decimeter means 3 by 10 meter. So length into breadth. This is the area of this rectangular field. Similar rectangle is here also. So what we do? We multiply by 2. We get the total area of the two rectangles, isn't it? Now this 0 from the denominator and this 0 from the numerator cancels out. 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18. 18, this 0 we write here, 180 plus. So here we have 2 3s are 6, 6 upon 10, isn't it? 2 3s are 6, 6 upon 10 means 0.6. 6 upon 10, okay? If we forget this 0 from the denominator, we have to put a decimal point before one digit, because we are forgetting 1 0 from the denominator. So we should put a decimal point before one digit. So 0.6. 2 3s are 6, 6 upon 10 means 0.6. Okay, into 300 minus 6 upon 10 means 0.6. Okay, now what we do? We subtract 0.6 from 300. So let me subtract here. 300.0 minus 0.6. 300 minus 0.6. 300.0 minus 0.6. Okay, so 10 minus 6 is 4. This decimal point we write here. This becomes 9. 9 minus 0 is 9. this is 9 and this is 2, isn't it? 299.4. 180 plus 0.6 into 299.4. 299.4. So let's multiply. 180 plus 6 4s are 24, so 4, 2 in hand. 6 9s are 54. 54 plus 2 is 56, isn't it? So 5 in hand. 6 9s are 54. 54 plus 5 is 59. Again 5 in hand. 6 2s are 12. 12 plus 5 is 17, isn't it? So we have a decimal point before one digit here and a decimal point before one digit here. So that means decimal point before two digit. 1 2. 179.64. Okay. Now let's add up. So these numbers are before decimal, so we must add the numbers before decimal. Okay. 9 plus 0 is 9. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5, 1 in hand. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 359.64. 64. So this is the square meter. Total area of the land on which the wall was built. Okay, this is the total area of the land. If the cost of building 100 square meter of wall is rupees 500, then what is the total cost of building the wall for this much square meters of land? Okay, so let's find that. Since 100 square meter costs rupees 5,000, isn't it? 100 square meter, the cost for building a wall of 100 square meter is rupees 5,000. So 100 square meter cost rupees 5,000. 1 square meter cost rupees 5,000 divided by this 100 goes to the denominator. So 2 zeros from the denominator, 2 zeros from the numerator cancels out. So rupees 50. So the rate is rupees 50 per square meter, isn't it? Rate of constructing the wall is rupees 50 per square meter. But we have this much area, isn't it? Wall is to be built on this much area. So the total cost is, therefore, total cost of building the wall. Building the wall equal to total area times rate, isn't it? So total area is 359.64 into rate is 50. So 5 4s are 20, 0, 5 6 are 30, 32, 3 in hand, 5 9s are 45, plus 3 is 48, 5 5s are 25, 25 plus 4, isn't it? 29, 2 in hand, 5 3s are 15, 16, 17. This 0 we write here. We have decimal before 2 digit, so we put decimal before 2 digit, 1 2 here. Rupees 17982. So we don't write these zeros because the 0 has no value after decimal point, isn't it? Rupees 17982. 17982. Total cost of building the wall is rupees 17,982. Okay. Okay, now let's do question number 7. The length and breadth of a rectangular garden of Rihanna are 14 meter and 12 meter. If the cost of constructing an equally wide path inside around the garden is rupees 1,380 at the rate of rupees 20 per square meter, then let us write by calculating how much wide is the path. So this is the question. Now let's understand the question first. We have a rectangular shaped garden. Okay, length of this garden is 14 meter and breadth is 12 meter. We are to construct a path around the garden, okay, and the thickness of the path is not given to us. Let's assume the width of this path is x meter, okay, x meter. So according to question, rate of constructing this path is rupees 20 per square meter, okay. rate of constructing this path is rupees 20 per square meter, and the total cost of constructing the path is rupees 1380. From here we can find the area of the path, isn't it? Total area of the path. Since total cost of constructing the path equal to 13 rupees, okay, rupees 1380, and rate of construction is rupees 20 per square meter. This is given, isn't it? Therefore, total area of the path, we can easily find the total area because we have the total cost and the rate, isn't it? So 1380 total cost divided by rate. 0 cancels out. 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. This becomes 18, 2 9s are 18. 69 square meter. So 69 square meter is the total area of this path, isn't it? Now let the width of the path equal to x meter. Okay, I'm assuming the width of the path is x meter. Okay, so if I join this and this and this, okay, I can find the area of the path from this way also. Here we have a small rectangle on the top, isn't it? Length of this rectangle is 14 meter and the width of this rectangle is x meter. Width means thickness of this path, isn't it? That is x meter. So what will be the area? Length into breadth, isn't it? So length 14 into breadth x. When we multiply length into breadth, we get the area of this small rectangle. So similar rectangle we have here also, isn't it? So what we do is we multiply by 2, we get the total area of the two rectangles. So 2 multiplied, we get the total area of the two rectangles, isn't it? Now we have these two rectangles also, similar rectangles, isn't it? So what is the length of this small rectangle? See, the total length was 12. But we subtracted x here and x here. So 12 minus x, again minus x. That is 12 minus 2x. This is the length of this rectangle. And breadth is the thickness or the width of the path. Width of the path is x meter, isn't it? So length into breadth plus length into breadth. Length is 12 minus 2x into breadth. Breadth is x. Length into breadth will give us the area of this rectangle. Similar rectangle we have here also. So what we do, we multiply by 2, we get the total area of these two rectangles. 2. Okay. So when we add the area of this rectangle plus the area of this rectangle plus area of this rectangle plus this area of this rectangle, we get the total area of the path, isn't it? So total area of the path is 69 square meter. So this will give us 69 square meters. Okay, or 2 14 are 28 into x is 28x plus 2 into x. This 2 into x is 2x. 2x into 12 is 24x. Plus into minus is minus. 2 into x is 2x. 2x into this 2x is 4x square. We bring this 69 to the left hand side. Minus 69 equal to 0. Or minus 4x square. I am writing here first. Okay. Minus 4x square. After that 28x is also plus. 24x is also plus. So we add these two numbers. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. 52x. And this minus 69 equal to 0. So we have minus before x square, so I'm multiplying throughout this equation with minus sign. Okay, so minus into minus is 4x square plus x square. Minus into plus is minus 52x. 52x. Minus into minus is plus 69. Minus into 0 is 0. Okay, so we have 4x square minus 52x plus 69. So this is a quadratic equation. From this equation we can find the value of x, and the value of x is the width of this path, isn't it? Value of x is the width of this path. So I'm erasing this. When we find the value of x, we must understand x is the width of this path. That is what we are asked to find. Okay, how much wide is the path? So 4 into 69. First we multiply 69 into 4. 4 into 69 is 4 9 ja 36. 6 3 in hand. 4 6 ja 24. 24 plus 3 is 27. 3 9 ja 27. 3 2 ja 6. 2 4 ja 8. 2 6 ja 12. So 46. 3 2 ja 6. 46 plus 6 is 52, isn't it? 46 plus 6 is 52. Let me continue here. Or I'm applying middle term factorization. Okay, 4x square minus, instead of 52x I'm writing 46x plus 6x. Okay, so we have minus here, so we write minus 46x minus 6x. Minus minus, when the signs are same we add the numbers, isn't it? 46 plus 6 is 52. Plus 69 equal to 0. Here we take 2 common and x common. Okay, 2x common. 2x into 2x. 2x into 2x is 4x square. This minus we write here. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. X is already taken, so we close the bracket. Minus, here we take 3 common. Okay, so 3 2s are 6. X is here itself. Okay, minus into minus is plus. 3 2s are 6. 3 3s are 9. 3 23s are 69 equal to 0. Okay, so we have 2x minus 23, 2x minus 23, or we take the common 2x minus 23 times 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3 equal to 0. So we see here that the product of these two terms is equal to 0. Means either this must be equal to 0 or this must be equal to 0. One of these two terms must be equal to 0, isn't it? Either 2x minus 23 equal to 0 or 2x minus 3 equal to 0. If this is 0, then 2x equal to 23, minus 23 becomes plus 23 on the other side, or 2x equal to minus 3 goes to the other side, becomes plus 3, or x equal to 23 upon this 2 goes to the denominator, or x equal to 3 upon this 2 goes to the denominator. Here we have the value of x is 23 upon 2 means 11.5, isn't it? 2 11 is 22, so 5. Or here we have 3 upon 2 means 1.5. So we got two values of x, 11.5 and 1.5. So which value should be taken? Let's understand this. This was our rectangular field garden, and this is the path, isn't it? We are writing the width of this path. X means the width of this path. The total length of this garden was 14 meter and breadth of this garden was 12 meter. So if the length is 14 meter and breadth is 12 meter, width cannot be 11.5 meter. 11.5 meter is near to 12 meter, isn't it? 11.5 meter is near to 12 meter. So this value of x cannot be accepted. So the value of x should be 1.5. Okay. Therefore, width of the path, width of the path equal to 1.5 meters. Okay, width of the path equal to 1.5 meters, because 11.5 meter is very close to 12 meter, which is the breadth of this rectangular garden. This cannot be accepted, so we write the width of the path is 11.5 meter. Okay, this much for today. Thank you so much. Stay connected. If you find this video helpful, then share with your friends and hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Okay, thank you.